Welcome into NBA Now by Chat Sports. I am your host, Harrison Graham. Lots of NBA trade rumors going around. Never too early to dip our toes into some trade rumors. That's what we're doing today, starting with Andre Drummond of the Detroit Pistons. Could the Charlotte Hornets, of all teams, be interested? That's the report coming out, that the Hornets are set to target Drummond. And the decision now is, do they trade for him now and secure him, or do they wait until free agency next summer when he is likely the biggest free agent to hit the market, assuming Anthony Davis re-ups with the Lakers at some point this season? Now, Sean Devaney of Heavy.com reports that Charlotte is interested in Drummond, saying this, quote, "He'll be a priority in Charlotte. It's just a matter of whether they make him a priority now and give up something to get him or try to make the move later." It's a very cautious group, Mitch Kupchak and those guys, but they might want to get this guy into the fold sooner rather than later. There's just a lot of incentive on both sides, close quote. Of course, Mitch Kupchak used to be with the Lakers, one of the better front office people in the NBA. So Charlotte's not sitting and waiting. Look, when we did our power rankings before the season, we said this is going to be the worst team in the NBA for now and a while, but they're looking to bolster their team. They've played a little better than many thought coming into this season, and a guy like Andre Drummond would certainly help in the middle. You look at his last 4 years, like I said, you see the uptick in scoring, almost 17 boards per game this year as well, over 3 assists this year also. He blocks shots. He does a little bit of everything. One of the true low post centers we have left in the NBA, really good defensive player, and you plug him into this lineup, and look, this is still not a great lineup, but Devontae Graham, former Kansas guard, has had a nice season. Andre Drummond, of course, would be the center there. Terry Rozier in the backcourt. You got Bridges, PJ Washington, some young pieces to work with in Charlotte. So this one's intriguing to me. I did not expect to wake up and see Andre Drummond to Charlotte rumors, but that is where we are. Speaking of the Charlotte Hornets, shout out your favorite team. Let me know in the comments section. I'm a Dallas Mavericks fan. We're based here in Dallas at Chat Sports. Let us know what your favorite team is. We're always trying to gauge our audience here on Chat Sports. So let us know what your favorite team in the NBA is in the comments section down below. And speaking of teams, speaking of the NBA, let's take a look at the current NBA title odds according to BetDSI. Use that promo code NBA120 at chatsports.com/bet. These are the top 5 teams right now. Clippers and Lakers at plus 300. You got Milwaukee coming in at third at plus 476 odds. Kind of a weird number there. The 76ers at plus 700 and the Houston Rockets at plus 900 odds to win the title this season. Feels like more of an open year in the NBA this year, and if you want to bet on one of these teams or another team to win the title, you got to do it at BetDSI. Go to chatsports.com/bet. Use our promo code NBA120. They're going to give you that 120% deposit bonus. I put $100 down before the football season this year, and I still have extra cash left over because I got that $120 for free. So go sign up today with BetDSI. It's chatsports.com/bet, promo code NBA120. Okay, more trade rumors here. We got Chris Paul trade rumors. It appears they might be dying down. And guys, we know the deal here is his contract is just not tradable for the most part, guys. He's owed over $124 million through the 2022 NBA season. That's a lot of cash for an aging point guard who has been hurt the last couple of years for the most part. And the report now is that Miami and Minnesota were a couple of the teams interested in Chris Paul heading into the season as a possible trade chip during this season. But it's hard to see at this point. Look, he's having a decent season for OKC, 16 and 5.5. He's grabbing 4 boards. He's shooting the 3 ball well, but Chris Paul's an aging player. He's not a second best player on a championship team at this point, and that's why the Houston Rockets traded him for Russell Westbrook. They felt like Westbrook could give him a better chance. Maybe he's a third or fourth option on a good team, but you can't pay a third or fourth option $40 million a year. It just doesn't make sense. So the question now is, are the Thunder stuck with Chris Paul? I kind of think they are. Now, he's been linked to a couple of other teams as well. He's been linked to Miami, been linked to Minnesota. Milwaukee and the Lakers are another couple of teams he's been linked to. Obviously, in the Lakers' case, they would like to add him, but they just don't have a ton of assets to do so. But what's the common theme there? All those teams are pretty good. Obviously, Minnesota's not great at 8 and 7, but do they want to trade assets away for an aging Chris Paul. I don't think they're a Chris Paul away from a championship. Now, CP3 would help those other teams, but again, it's just the price tag. And if Miami's off to a 9-3 start, is it really worth trading pieces for aging Chris Paul and his $124 million remaining contract? I don't think so. But I'll ask you guys, would you want your team to trade for CP3? Type Y for yes. Type in for no. Let me know in the comments section. I'm typing my in. Look, 18 months ago, yes, especially after Houston almost took down Golden State in the conference finals a couple years ago. But the decline has hit Chris Paul fast. He's still a good player, but he is not the elite point guard that he once was. I'm typing my in for no. Now, if you're new to us here at Chat Sports, first of all, thank you for watching this video. I wanted to give you a little spiel of what we do here on Chat Sports related to our NBA coverage. We do rumors and news. That's kind of what we're doing today with trade rumors. We do team-specific stuff on the Los Angeles Lakers. Got stuff going on the Lakers all the time. The Golden State Warriors. We got a lot of Warriors coverage here on Chat Sports. Dallas Mavericks. Luka and the boys are playing great this year. We have videos coming out on these teams every single week. You got to subscribe. YouTube.com/ChatSportsTV. Oh, and by the way, we've got NBA draft coverage as well. Draft rumors will start kicking into gear in the next couple of months. You better believe we'll have videos on all of that stuff. And we go live for the NBA draft. It's a huge event here at Chat Sports. YouTube.com/ChatSportsTV. Hit that big red button. Subscribe today to the best NBA coverage on YouTube. Okay, more rumors here. DAngelo Russell to the Chicago Bulls. Fadeaway World threw this one out there. This one isn't officially being reported, but I kind of like this idea. Look, from the Bulls' standpoint, they've been searching for that elite guard since Derrick Rose fell off a cliff with all the injuries and moved on. Chris Dunn hasn't been the guy there for them. Zach LaVine's a nice two-guard, short, small forward, but he's not a true playmaking guard. DAngelo Russell is. He has really evolved into that type of player. And from the Warriors' standpoint, I'm sure they like D'Lo. He's playing fine. But once Steph gets back, once Clay gets back, I'm not sure he fits in there. I'm not sure they believe he fits in there. I think they would try to trade D'Lo and either get picks or talent for him. The question is whether they'll do so before February's trade deadline. He's having a nice season for Golden State, kind of a volume type of year because who else is going to score on that team right now? 24 points. Almost 7 assists per game. He's shooting 35% from three. Not a great three-point shooter. He's a good one. Last year he was 37% in Brooklyn. He's in that mid to high 30s range. So nice young player, really good pick and roll guy. I think that would work in Chicago. Now this is the trade proposal Fadeaway World threw out there for you guys. I want you guys to see this. Otto Porter and Lauri Markkanen, the stretch four for Chicago would be heading to Golden State, and Chicago would get D'Lo, Kevon Looney to replace Markkanen as a big, and a future second-round pick, with many believing Markkanen as the best asset out of those group of players there, so they'd throw the extra pick in as well. So I just wanted to explore this and see what these two lineups would look like if this trade went down. And for the Warriors, I'm doing it once they're fully healthy, when Clay's back, Steph's back, all of that stuff. So Steph and Clay in the backcourt, Otto Porter and Draymond Green would become your forwards, and then Lauri Markkanen would play your stretch five in Golden State. If you're retooling for Golden State 2020-21 season, that's not a bad way to do it with those bench pieces as well. Keep in mind, those guys on the bench there, they're all getting a lot of reps this year in Golden State. And then for the Bulls, it would look something like this. Backcourt of Kobe White and DAngelo Russell. Not a bad duo. Kobe White's having a nice rookie season. Zach LaVine would slide to the 3 in this scenario. Wendell Carter Jr., Kevon Looney is your front court there as well. Guys like Chris Dunn can slide to the bench. You still got a veteran like Thaddeus Young. You've got pieces there in Chicago, and most importantly, you get your playmaker in DAngelo Russell. I like this idea. I think it makes sense on both sides. Golden State is thinking to 2020-2021 season. Obviously, they're not going to win anything this year, and Chicago needs a playmaking guard. That's what you need in today's NBA. I think this would be a win-win for both sides. Let me know what you guys think as far as trade proposals, trade ideas go. They're floating all over the place. I want to hear from you guys. I want to hear from Chat Sports' viewers and fans. Let us know. Comment in the comment section your trade ideas. Maybe we'll do a reaction video to some of your ideas out there. So comment down below some of your best trade proposals in the comment section. Now, speaking of DAngelo Russell, look, I don't think he's going to be in the MVP race, but but he was in the race for most improved player last year. And if you want to vote for MVP, or I should say bet on MVP, or bet for most improved player, you got to do it at BetDSI. Chatsports.com/bet. They'll hook you up with that 120% deposit bonus if you use our promo code NBA120. It's the best deal out there. I was skeptical. I started searching every single sportsbook on the internet before this season. The 120% deposit bonus, it's the best deal on the internet. So you put down $100, they'll give you 120 for free, $500, 600 for free. You guys can do the math. You got to do it at BetDSI, chatsports.com/bet. Make yourself some money today. All right, let's focus on the Knicks here. You got the struggling / failing, whatever adjective for the Knicks you want to throw. They're 4-11. They're off to a brutal start. Although they did get revenge on Kristaps Porzingis twice, so I guess there's that. But other than that, it's been a rough go for James Dolan and company. Look, they swung and missed in free agency this past summer. We all know that, and decided to sign a bunch of veterans who could become trade chips. So maybe it works out somewhat in the end for the Knicks. And obviously, if you're the Knicks, you're not winning anything this year, so you should continue to acquire assets for the future. You've got a couple of young guys like R.J. Barrett, Julius Randle you want to build around. Trade some of these guys. Marcus Morris, who's a nice player at $15 million. Taj Gibson's only making $9 million. He's an ideal bench guy for a contending team. Wayne Ellington, all you do is ask him to shoot threes, come off your bench. He's another guy I would like to have on a contending team. Reggie Bullock, $4 million. That's one of the best value contracts in the NBA once he gets fully healthy. So it'll be interesting to see what the Knicks end up doing. There's rumors flying around that David Fizdale could get fired any day now as their head coach. We know the Knicks are a mess. We know, look, in my opinion, it's the worst run franchise in all of sports. That includes the Cleveland Browns. So my guess is they won't do anything at the deadline because they are delusional. But we'll see what they do. And I came out with this question for you guys, especially you New Yorkers out there watching. I know you guys are watching. Who's going to win a championship first? It's going to be the Knicks or the Jets. Type K for Knicks. Type J for the New York Jets. I don't think they've won since, Joe Namath, producer Brett? I think we were trying to figure this out before the air. It's been a long time. Knicks haven't won since the 70s, so about the same time range there. Who's going to win one first? Let me know in the comments section, and we'll see you next time.